boys and girls of the great outdoors. Welcome to our last week. I can't believe it, we're already here. This week we're learning about nighttime in the great outdoors, and what a perfect activity for nighttime in the great outdoors, but a campfire. Have you ever done a campfire before? If you haven't, I'm going to show you how. This is something your grown-up has to help you with, so it's something you can't do by yourself. But the best part is, after you do all the hard work, you get to have some tasty s'mores. So I'm going to show you about making a campfire and having tasty s'mores. And I'll also show you an easy way to do s'mores if you don't have a campfire at your house. Because sometimes our houses have small yards, or it's not safe to do a fire in our yard, and this is such an easy way to do s'mores. First, we're going to learn how to make a campfire. So I'm going to show you, this right here is called a fire pit, and it's a safe place to make a fire in our yard, because sometimes we have a fire in our grass, and it's not safe for the fire to be close to the grass, because the grass will start on fire. That won't be good. So we have this fire pit to keep it safe. Do you see all those big logs there? That's what's going to make our fire burn really big. And then behind our fire pit, we have something called kindling. And kindling is little sticks and twigs and things you can find in your yard that help the fire start. So we're going to make a little teepee shape out of our firewood. I'm going to talk louder so you can hear me. Here we go. The first thing you need is your kindling. Lots of sticks and twigs. You're going to put it right in the middle of your fire pit. It's all in the middle. Now I'm going to use my big logs to build a teepee around it. It's kind of like a big triangle. So this part's kind of tricky. You probably would need a grown-up to help you with this part too. All right. So you set them all up so they stand. You might have to hold it. Sometimes they balance on each other. Whoop, and they all fell down. It's kind of tricky. You have to be really careful. Then after you get them all to stand up on each other, I'm going to put maybe one more in. There we go. Then we're going to light our fire. All right, everybody, are you ready for a surprise? We have a campfire. It's so exciting. Now your grown-up will have to help you make the fire. And when the fire is on, there's some rules to help keep you very safe because fire is very hot. So here's what one of the big rules is. Stay kind of far away from the fire. If you can't really, it's a little tricky to tell, but I'm very far away from the fire right now. I can't touch it, it won't burn me, and it's making me feel a little bit warm just because it's hot, but it doesn't feel so hot that I'm burning. That would not be good. Now, usually what you do is you set up a little chair by a fire, and your chair would be far away. Do you see how those bushes are over there? Maybe your chair would be kind of where those bushes are, so you're far away. The fire is far away from the bushes, so the bushes don't start on fire. Do you think we ever touch fire when it's going? No, we don't touch fire. You know that fire is very hot and it's not safe to touch. What about the wood or the sticks in the fire, even if they're not on fire? Should we touch them? No, because the fire could get to those sticks and those pieces of wood very quickly. Now you see how it's going inside of the fire pit? Look underneath. Do you see any fire? Do you see any fire next to it? No, so it's safe. Are you ready for the best part? It's time to make a s'more. I picked up my stick. This is a big, long stick that you can use to make a s'more. I can hold it far away from me so that I don't get hurt and my marshmallow gets nice and toasty. So that's the first thing I'm going to do for my s'more. I'm going to put a marshmallow on my stick. After I put my marshmallow on my stick, I'm going to grab some chocolate. Maybe you could try it with Reese's, or maybe you could try it with a Snickers bar. Delish. And then after I do those two things, I need graham crackers. I'll show you that part in just a minute. Here's how you roast a marshmallow. I like to make mine nice and toasty, sometimes almost black. You might just like to make yours a little bit brown. This is a part a grown-up would help you with too. You put your marshmallow on your stick, and sometimes they're kind of sharp, so you have to be kind of careful. And then you're gonna hold your marshmallow far away from you, but close by the fire. Watch how I do it. Okay, I'm far away from the fire, but my marshmallow's close to the fire. I'm gonna hold it like this and maybe turn it. And I'll do this for a little bit and I'll come show it to you in just a minute. Ooh, it looks so good. All right, it's nice and toasty. Look, it's all golden brown. Okay, now I'm gonna get my graham cracker. You can't see me, but you can see my marshmallow. Here's my graham cracker. I have to break it in half. So it's two, what shapes are these? Two squares. It started off a big rectangle, and now it's two squares. Okay, so I'm gonna put my marshmallow on my graham cracker and I'm gonna slide it right off. Do you see how I'm not touching it at all? I'm only touching the bottom of my stick because the top was by the fire, so that means it was very hot. Okay, there's my marshmallow. I'm gonna put my stick down on the ground. Now I need a little chocolate. Oh yum, a little chocolate on my marshmallow. Now look at that squishy marshmallow. I'm gonna put my other graham cracker on top and I squish it because it's so ooey gooey. And then I take a bite. So good. A tasty, tasty s'more. So that's how you make a s'more by a campfire. And you make it very safe by staying far away and holding your stick out. Maybe a grown-up might need to help you with the roasting the marshmallow part, but this part is so fun. The eating you can do all by yourself. Now I also said there was a way to make a s'more without having a campfire. I'm coming back with more about that. I'm back. Did you miss me? Guess what this is? A candle. Candles have little tiny flames, and this is something a grown-up still would have to help you with. You can't do this by yourself because fire you have to have a grown-up by with you when you make a fire of any kind. But you could make a s'more with a candle. So I'm gonna use this little special tool. This is what your grown-up might use to make your candle start on fire. And this is called the wick. And I'm gonna turn on the fire with my stick and the wick. Whoa, is it glowing? Now, it's hard to tell on my camera, but there's a little tiny flame inside of this candle. It's very small. And I'm gonna put this candle down on the ground and show you how to make a s'more with a candle. You would still probably have to do it outside, but it's pretty easy. Okay, I have to take you out of my little stand-up thing. So, here is my candle. Here is my s'more stick. I'm gonna put a marshmallow on it. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna set you up right here so you can look at the candle fire. Okay, here's my marshmallow on my stick. Now I'm still gonna stay kind of far away from the candle, but I don't have to stay as far away. Do you see how I'm kind of far away? You can't even see me in the camera. And I'm just gonna hold my marshmallow over my candle. You can still see our campfire in the background. How fun is that? Now, when you make a s'more with a campfire, it's pretty quick. Oh boy. When you make a s'more with a candle, sometimes it takes a long time. But look at this. My marshmallow's on fire again. Oh boy. So I'm just gonna Hoof it out, blow it out, just like you would blow out a candle. I'm gonna let this side go a little bit more. Ooh, it's so toasty, ooey gooey. And there you go. And you would do the same thing that you did with the s'more from the campfire. You take a graham cracker and a little bit of chocolate, and then you can eat your s'more. I hope you had so much fun learning about how to make a campfire and s'mores. And next video, we're gonna find out about some constellations, those pictures with stars in the sky. Have a great day, everybody.